Have you ever felt like you weren't smart enough, not the right body size? Or that you have no self-worth, period? Self-esteem has become an important issue from childhood into adulthood. I find that there are many issues that contribute to low self-esteem, but there's also treatment for low self-esteem. While preparing for this speech, I have read an extensive amount of research on this subject, and I've been learning from the different causes and the ways that the person struggling with self-esteem can get help. So today I'm going to discuss a few of my main findings on self-esteem. Some people might wonder, what is self-esteem exactly, and when do you start having it? Self-esteem is your self-worth, and it starts when you are very young. According to an article by Dr. Carl Pickard on Psychology Today called Surviving Adolescence, there are two major self-esteem drops during the normal course of adolescence. The first drop begins during the early adolescent stage of 9 to 13, when the young person begins separating themselves from being a child. During this time, the young person begins to distance themselves from things they once enjoyed but considered childish and would tie them to being a child. The second drop begins during the independent ages, which is 18 to 23, where the young person begins to become overwhelmed by the future. As they're confronted with the reality of adulthood and the feeling of not being able to live up to the challenges that come along with being an adult, this makes it easy to feel disappointed in oneself. Dr. Pickard has done some research in family counseling and believes that self-esteem impacts relationships and usually begins within the family. According to Pickard, the worse individuals feel about themselves, the worse they often treat others, and the worse they get treated in return, is the worse they end up feeling about themselves. This is the cycle of low self-esteem families. The reverse of that cycle happens in high self-esteem families. The better these families feel about themselves and treat each other is the better the person becomes. High self-esteem families usually interact well with others. The base of self-esteem usually begins within your family, but as you begin school, your self-esteem can either go higher or lower. School is a challenging time throughout a young person's life and is based on relationships, friendships, and academic performance. If a child has plenty of self-esteem and friends, they will tend to lead a good life, but they could become extremely narcissistic. Academic performance can stress an individual out and make them struggle with self-worth, as well as possibly cause obesity. Relationships with significant others as they grow can bring down their self-confidence. And in school, kids tend to be mean and will pick on you if you are obese, if you don't have the latest clothes, or aren't so popular. Obesity is one of the leading causes in American depression, but there are also programs and ways of increasing self-esteem for those with self-image issues. Here's how confidence could be raised. There's a program called the Go Girls that encourages self-esteem in adolescent girls. There's also a site in a group called Self-Esteem Boston that has professional development programs. The Building Self-Esteem program is a 125-day program that helps guide you develop the healthy personality traits with 20 skill building exercises. Now that we've gone over the different types of self-confidence issues and the ways to possibly resolve them, let's review. Self-confidence begins from a young age, between the ages of 9 and 13, when children are trying to break away from being a child. Self-esteem within families can alter how a person's future relationships turn out, as well as their relationship with their family members. Academic performance can stress an individual out and possibly make them feel less of their worth. Obesity is a leading cause in low self-esteem as well as other factors, but there are programs and ways to build a person's confidence. In conclusion, there are many factors that can exemplify lack of self-esteem, but there are also ways to build up confidence and self-worth. From a young age, we experience different types of relationships and factors that can alter how we feel about ourselves. But self-esteem and self-confidence ultimately begins from within. That being said, the best advice I could give someone with self-esteem issues is to find their self-love. As said in the article on American Psychological Association, humans pay a mental and physical price when they base their self-worth on academic performance and approval from others. What I got from this quote is that you should have self-confidence and not worry about what others think. I hope that my research can help any friends or family members that I have struggling with self-image, or any family members or friends that you might have struggling with self-esteem. Thank you.